Who is the most dangerous Targaryen? Everybody in House of the Dragon is terrified of Daemon Targaryen. He doesn't want to be a hero. He doesn't even pretend to be a good man. One moment, he will risk his life to protect the people he loves. The next, he will become the greatest threat they have ever faced. So why does everyone fear him while millions of fans absolutely love him? The answer has almost nothing to do with dragons. Today, we're going to look inside the mind of the most unpredictable man in Westeros. I'm Dr. J and welcome to my channel. Let's start with something strange. Daemon is surrounded by liars, not people who lie with words, people who lie to themselves. Alicent hides behind religion and morality. Even Rhaenyra tries to play the role of the peaceful, perfect heir. They all say they're making hard choices for noble reasons. But if you watch closely, most of them are protecting something much simpler: their own power, their own family, and their own legacy. Daemon never plays that game. He doesn't pretend to be noble. He doesn't ask you to admire him. Psychologically, this is fascinating. Most people need to believe they are good. Even after doing terrible things, the brain creates excuses. I had no choice, they deserved it. But Daemon never does that. When he wants violence, he chooses violence. When he wants revenge, he doesn't call it justice. He's honest about the darkest part of himself. Now let's talk about the people he actually cares about. A lot of viewers think he might be a killer, but at least he loves his family. But psychologically, Daemon's love is just as dangerous as his madness. Daemon loves Rhaenyra, but look at how he loves her. His version of love is a terrifying mix of intense protection and absolute control. He operates as a toxic protector. He wants to be a shield that stands between Rhaenyra and the world. But in doing so, he isolates her. He makes sure that he is the only person she can truly rely on. He doesn't just want to be her husband. He wants to be her entire world, her weapon, and her only truth. He loves her, but he uses that love as a cage. It's a dark, consuming obsession that makes Rhaenyra totally dependent on his chaos. If you enjoyed this kind of psychological reviews of famous character, don't forget to subscribe. Otto Hightower spent his whole life terrified as Daemon would steal the crown. He's aggressive, impulsive, and violent. That looks like ambition. But if you follow his actions carefully, something doesn't make sense. Daemon doesn't actually want the crown, not in the way people think. What he wants is something way more personal: attention, recognition, and most importantly, validation from specific people. First his brother, then Rhaenyra. In Daemon's case, the crown was never final destination. It was a signal, a way to say I matter, I'm seen. That makes him harder to control than someone who simply wants power. Because power can be negotiated, but emotional hunger cannot. Daemon is not calm in peace. He's calm in chaos. He feels uncomfortable when things are stable, because stability forces him to sit with his thoughts. Chaos gives him something that stability never can: clarity. In chaos, he knows his role. He knows who the enemy is. He knows what to do next. This is called emotional regulation through external stimulation. Instead of calming himself internally, he changed the environment until it matches his internal state. That's the most dangerous part, because if someone needs chaos to feel normal, then peace becomes his enemy. So finally, is Daemon the most dangerous Targaryen? It depends on what you think dangerous means. If danger means destruction, then there are others who have caused more visible damage. Entire cities burned, bloodlines erased. But Daemon's danger is not that simple, because after everything we have broken down, we are starting to see a different pattern. He doesn't just chase power. He's driven by something more unstable: emotional hunger and uncertainty, because his emotional state is never fully settled. Maybe he's the most dangerous because he's completely free. He's free from guilt because he embraced his monster. He's free from political traps because he doesn't want the throne. And he's free from fear because chaos is his true home. What do you think about Daemon Targaryen? Tell me in comments.